Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is John Hurley. I'm your judge this morning. We're in first appearance court. Today is the day the court determines whether or not there's probable cause for your arrest. We're not here for a trial. We're not here to determine whether you're guilty or not guilty. So you do not need to tell us what did or did not occur regarding your arrest. That is not for today. Those things are better saved for your attorney in a private meeting. Understand you have the constitutional right to remain silent, but if you give up that right, whatever you say today can and will be used against you. Also, if you have a private attorney, let me know who that is. We'll contact your attorney and let them know that you're in court today. May I see, toward the very end of the docket, Adam Brown, a few up from the bottom, maybe 2 or 3 up from the bottom. Adam Brown. It may take a minute to get him up here. I think he's way in the back. May Jail, could you bring Adam Brown up? Thank you.
We're waiting on intro.
Okay, what about, how about Aisha Richards? You ready to go on Aisha Richards? Here we go. Aisha Richards, please come forward.
Yeah. I got it.
Aisha Richards, where are you, ma'am?
Yes, please. Get the sign ready.
Okay.
Where's the...
Aisha Richards, please.
Hey, Joe.
Hello, good morning, ma'am. You've been charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. Steve, do you have a criminal record, Miss Richards?
One moment, Your Honor. Only thing I see, Your Honor, is in 2014, a woman obtained a non-expiring injunction order of protection against Ms. Richards.
Got it. Okay, could I have you raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, tell us your name, ma'am.
Shatarian Thirsty.
Okay, Miss Thirsty, and your name?
My name is Janisha Samuel.
And your name?
I, Steele Richards.
Okay, thanks for coming to court today. And Miss Thirsty, you're in a relationship with Miss Shatarian, correct?
With Aisha, yes I am.
No, I'm sorry. With Miss Richards, right?
Yes.
Got it. How long have you been in this relationship?
About a year.
Has there been any other times where there's alleged violence or anything going on?
No.
Are you in fear of her at all?
No.
Do you think if I let her out of jail today, she's going to cause any harm to you?
No, I'm gonna kiss her and hug her and tell her I miss her.
Well, yeah, okay. That's a little, we call that judicial TMI, all right? Now, let me ask you this. Any drugs or alcohol involved in any of this? No? Okay. So what would you like me to do?
Please release her. Have mercy on her.
Okay. I'm going to release her on her own recognizance, all right? I'm not going to order no contact, all right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now let's see if we have Adam Brown. Do we have Adam Brown up yet? Adam Brown? Toward the end of the docket. I think he's coming up right. Here he comes, ma'am. You want to head over here? Okay. Adam Brown, you're here for a probation violation. It looks like you're, it says you have an Orange County hold. I don't know if
It's the probation was probably transferred from Orange County down to Broward.
Okay. This looks like it was administrative search of his home while he's on probation. Allegedly found a 9mm handgun in his bedroom, a pipe with marijuana, and a folding knife. I'm not sure the folding knife is the thing that's gonna, but definitely the 9mm and the marijuana with the pipe. So you're gonna find probable cause today. Ma'am, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Tell us your name.
Abraham Peterson.
Miss Peterson, how do you know Adam Brown?
He's the father of my child and boyfriend.
Oh, really? How many children?
1.
And how old's the child?
2.
And do you two live together?
Yes.
Okay, and all right, what does Adam Brown do for work?
He is a trailer mover for Coca-Cola.
Really? Okay, great. So is he the sole provider financially of the home, or do you work also?
I work as well, but he's definitely the provider.
Okay, all right. Now, is he on probation out of Orlando?
Yes.
And that's
But-
where the case is, right?
It was transferred down here.
How long has he been on probation?
I believe a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Okay, Hard to say.
He's on probation for false imprisonment. I really think it should
Yeah,
be
I
up to
think
his
so.
judge in
Go ahead.
Orlando.
Well, I do know that he did not because we were separated for a year. So I had a handgun for me and the knife and everything because I was a single mother at the time, but we're together again. And he didn't know that I had the gun or the knife or the marijuana in the house. He had no idea
Really?
at all. So that was all me.
So is that originally your place and he moved into it?
We got the lease together. We just got it a few months ago together.
Okay.
But he had no idea. It was all in my stuff.
Right. Well,
You know,
all right. It's a little.
I mean, I
He would have no idea there'd be a 9mm handgun
I
on
have
it.
no idea.
Okay. Well.
no idea.
All right.
I'll get rid of it.
Well,
Whatever.
you know what, ma'am? It's not going to be up to me. It's going to be up to, I guess. Does he get taken back up to a?
What they'll do is BSO will notify our Department of Corrections in Orange County. They'll prepare a warrant, take it to his judge in Orange County, and we'll go from
Right.
there.
It's going to go through Orange County, not this courthouse. Okay, ma'am. So, sorry we had to meet like this. All right. But he's going to be held without bond on a violation of probation. All right.
Okay, do we know when he'll be transferred over there?
I do not know that. I'd call who would she contact? Do we know?
Well,
Yeah. Maybe contact the probation officer here or the one in Orlando.
if
Probably the one here.
if he had an attorney representing him in Orlando on that case,
Do you have an attorney up there?
Yeah, Corey Cohen.
You may want to
Contact the
contact
attorney.
that attorney and let them know what's going on and they can follow up with it, all right?
Okay.
Okay, good luck. Thank you. Yes, sir, what can I do for you?
Good morning, sir. Jeffrey Bloom on behalf of Damian Green. Received an email this morning from
What's
Mr.
he
Mayor.
charged with, do you know?
He's resisting without violence.
Damian Green, please.
He does have some misdemeanor KBSs, but there are bombs already set on that by Judge Evans.
And let me- So what's he, is he charged with a felony or are they all?
No, it's a they're all misdemeanors, Judge. I was representing him on.
he'll be with your new charges. He's got a new resisting without new
Page
trespass.
13.
That's fine, thank you.
What's the last name, sir?
Green. Green.
That's in,
Okay, now, the defendant has resisting arrest count 1, trespassing count 2, and he's got count 3, 4, and 5 are traffic criminal.
Right. Walmart has it been
Suspended driver's licenses, so, okay, so,
The bond already set on the
$100 on count 1, 3, 4, and 5, or 500, 1,000, 1,000. Thank you.
Well, take three of them.
Mr. Green, he's over there.
Are you gonna bring the Chinese?
Step outside.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take about,
Step outside.
I'm gonna take about 5 minutes. I need to run to another courtroom for extradition. I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, may I see Theodore Belizaire? Good morning, Mr. Belizaire. You've been charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, criminal mischief, and probation violation. And the court finds probable cause to each and every count. Are there priors on this gentleman other than count 3?
Yes, Judge. One moment. He also has possession of cocaine with intent to sell or distribute, 2009. Resisting without violence, 2003. 2004, 3 counts of sale, delivery of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a school, 3 years state prison. 03, shooting at, throwing a deadly missile, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 2 years state prison. 03, possession of cocaine, unlawful use of false name ID. Battery, 01, violation of pretrial release conditions, 03. Possession of cocaine in 01 and 2000. End of record.
Got it. All right, defense, anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Belizaire has been living in South Florida his entire life. He's a graduate of Dillard High School. He has strong family ties, including his 4 children, his aunts, his cousin. He works at Kitchen Art. He's been there for about a year. He does have some money in the bank that he can bond himself out with, and he does have a place to stay that's separate and apart from the alleged victim.
Okay. Ma'am, was there any contact with the alleged victim?
No, Your Honor.
No? Okay. All right, the court does note the defendant has gone to prison before on an aggravated assault. That's what he's here for, an aggravated battery, allegedly trying to run over a woman and a child in common. Court's going to consider his criminal record, the facts of the case. Count 1, 10,000. Count 2, 500. The court's going to order the defendant have no contact directly or indirectly with Terry Ann Thomas. Do not call her, do not text her, do not email her. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. That's where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess any guns, any weapons, any firearms if you make bond. Thank you. May I see Corey Seitler? I'll call you up in just a moment. Corey Seitler, ma'am, you're charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. Do we have a criminal record on Ms. Seitler?
One moment, Your Honor.
Ma'am, was there contact with the alleged victim?
No, Your Honor.
What is this? I don't even know
I
what
do
this
know that
is.
this is a unique case. It's a cruise line, cruise ship case. We get these probably, once a month?
Well,
maybe?
we get injunctions. We don't normally get the
Usually we
batteries.
get injunctions, but
There was an arrest in 2010, some type of misdemeanor offense in Maryland. I'm really not sure what for, and I don't have a disposition.
okay, so she's got no criminal record. Do you want to say anything, defense?
You know
Judge, we spoke with Ms. Seitler. She is visiting from Maryland. She's on her way back there. She not only has a place to stay that's separate and apart from the alleged victim, she also has a way to get home that's separate and apart from the alleged victim. She works as a bookkeeper. She has money in the bank. She'll be bonding herself out, and she is a registered voter back in Maryland.
Okay.
She does have all the information that she needs, Judge, in order to avoid any kind of caveats in the case. She'll be stopping by my office after she leaves here to file the appropriate paperwork so that she can go back home.
Ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set your bond at $1,000 today. And just order that in the meantime, don't have any contact with Steven excuse me, I think his name's Switala. No contact with him. Don't call him, don't text him, don't email him. Stay 500 feet from him, even when you're in Maryland. Don't call him, don't text him. Stay 500 feet from him. And you're not allowed to possess any guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release, all right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. On page 2 of your docket, it's the State of Florida versus Carlos Carmona on the bottom of page 2.
Is that, I think, the...
This is
Right.
the alleged victim. This is his wife, Luz Gonzalez Carmona.
Ma'am, you want to come up? Okay, ma'am, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, to translate from English to Spanish, Spanish to English truthfully, and to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do, Silvio Orozco.
Okay, Good morning, Mr. Carmona.
Yeah, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. So you're being represented by an attorney who's in our courtroom.
Yes,
Okay. And I believe we have your wife here also. Could you raise your right hand?
you would have to
You
contact
swear
the
or
bond
affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
because you're out of state.
Raise
swear.
your hand.
I swear.
Okay. You may put your hand down. Now, let me ask, sir, do you have any issue about probable cause today?
Yes, I do, Judge. And in speaking with the alleged victim who's come here today, she actually canceled a trip that she was supposed to fly out yesterday to Colombia. Their daughter has a granddaughter who just underwent heart surgery on an emergency basis in Colombia. It's been a very, very hectic, traumatic week for the family the last week or so. So she canceled the trip to be here today. I'm getting to that. When they first got the call, as far as their granddaughter needing emergency surgery, that was on or about March 12th. That's the date of the incident. That's where that date. In the household, if you want to ask her, you can ask her. She'll tell you that she was absolutely just floored by this news. Didn't know what to do, make plans to go down or anything. Was very, very agitated in the house. She's in a frantic state. Her husband, Mr. Carmona, tried to calm her down and raised his voice and upset her, slapped her in the face. He grabbed her by the arm, which is the alleged battery, to stop her. She's freaking out, tries to call the police, and he says, "What are you doing? Why are you even doing this? We're trying to make plans to go down to Colombia to help our family." So I would ask that you can inquire as to her. As far as the battery is concerned, I would ask that there be no probable cause found for a battery. Certainly, I don't think it would meet those grounds. In addition, the police were called that night. She didn't follow up with them for a week. She followed up a week later, as you can inquire as to her, that she wanted to call the police to tell them that she didn't mean to make the phone call, or that she didn't mean to. If you want to just ask her as to why she followed up a week later, there was no follow-up. No officers came to the house that evening or any time after. She initiated that contact again, just to sort of apologize for the call.
Just say the court will find probable cause based on this affidavit. However, the court does know the facts of the case. It says there were 5. Let me see. There was a 9/11 hang-up, 911 hang-up on March 19th.
So what can I do for you today?
And 911 called her back.
What can I do for you?
That same night.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. March 12th, she called 911.
Yes.
Hung up.
Yes.
911 called her back 5 times.
As they do usually.
She didn't answer the telephone.
Well,
Right?
the allegations are he took the phone from her, and she didn't get. Well, okay,
But
she didn't not
answer, and
answer.
there's a reason she didn't answer the telephone. Okay, so I can only imagine. I mean, if you read the facts here, it seems that he had taken her telephone. And obviously, she didn't answer it. Then
So you made an X now.
it's hard to say why she waited 6 or 7 days.
7 days. That's why she's
Yeah, I
here.
will.
And we can, if you can take some testimony from her, and hopefully we can have him out and put them back together with no dispute.
Yeah,
Has there ever been any violence in the relationship before this? Have you ever been in fear that he's going to harm you? Now, yeah, police say in the report, and your lawyers discussed this, and then contacted the police. And then when you contacted the police, you allegedly showed them a bruise on your arm. Now, I'm hearing from the attorney that it really wasn't a big deal. What do you have to say about that? But why would you call the police if it was something that had passed? Why would you contact them a week later?
I made a phone call to apologize to the police and let them know that
So when you called them to say that you apologize, you also showed them the bruise that you got from the week before. Is that correct?
Judge Zeller issued a no bond.
because they went to the house to carry out an investigation of what happened in the house.
But didn't you call them
Brian,
to tell them to come to your house? Oh, well, maybe I had the facts wrong.
The call was to clarify what had happened a week before, and they took it upon themselves to come to the house.
Okay,
Yes, they were the ones that said they wanted to come over and.
I understand.
And I really don't know that clarification is needed. Your Honor, I'm reading this, and apparently, according to the report, Ms. Gonzalez Carmona completed an affidavit, which I imagine was sworn to, stating what happened. And I imagine
Did you hire private counsel?
I understand.
that Officer Ramos, obviously, I would imagine he would review that affidavit before completing a PC affidavit.
So, does he have a criminal record?
He has no records, Your Honor, and
This is supposed to be an out of custody affidavit forwarded to the state, but instead they went and made an arrest.
well,
Let me ask you, do you have any comment about bond or release conditions of this?
I would ask if you could be all alone and allowed to go to the house while the case is proceeding. If you want to have permission to go, but he's a U.S. citizen, to have permission to go see his family in Colombia. He has every expectation to remain here. They live in Hollywood. They have a property.
For work.
I'm sorry?
What does he do for work?
¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace? Trabajo, ¿qué hace? Yes, he owns a restaurant.
Okay, and does he have employees at the restaurant?
Tiene allí empleados que trabajan ahí en el restaurante. Yes.
Okay. And do you own your own home?
Si usted es dueña de su propia casa, si usted es dueño,
Does he have any other family here in town besides you?
aparte de usted, ¿tiene más familiares acá?
Does he have any other?
¿Tiene más familiares acá? Yes, in town.
Okay. What do you think an appropriate bond is?
Your Honor, frankly, whatever the court feels is appropriate. If the court deems an ROR is appropriate, I don't have an objection to that. I am going to be asking though for no contact, and the reason being, it's not just the violence, Your Honor. It's the allegation that he took the phone away. My concern is if we allow contact and something happens again, he takes the phone away from her, taking away her only means of seeking protection from law
Court
enforcement.
today's going to release the defendant on his own recognizance. However, this court's going to limit the defendant's contact with his wife to telephone only for the time being. He must stay 500 feet from her at all times. That's where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. He's not allowed to possess any guns, firearms, any ammunition, or any other weapon while he's on release, all right?
Your Honor, as to the family issue, would Your Honor grant him permission to travel?
Sure.
But he's going to have to travel with his wife, or they're going to have to take separate flights.
Maybe you have to do that, all right? And then stay 500 feet, all right? I'm going to write on here, defendant may travel outside the United States, all right?
Take separate flights.
Thank you.
All right, thank you
Did a
very
good
much,
job
Your
for
Honor.
your client, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Especially when
Now,
you're
let me,
very
so
familiar.
Laura, can I help you?
Do you want me to turn this
Not
off?
in the morning, we're checking to see if he's gonna be at 10 a.m.
He'll probably be on the afternoon docket.
Is he going to be on the
I,
afternoon?
I can't say with certainty, but we're gonna jail check. So it's like,
Sir, are you the Chinese interpreter?
Yes, go on.
Do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Chinese, Cantonese, truthfully to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now, we're going to do this. We're going to go into We're gonna ask the following people to please line up when I call your name. Please line up when I call out your name. Janelle Mayfield,
Yes, sir. That's what I'm telling you. If you have,
McKay
if you get a
Pavilion,
bond, bond out.
Jennifer
Make sure you
Picks.
Wednesday, take care of this shit.
please come forward.
All right.
Judge Hurley, North Broward.
Yes.
Second time, dog. We were told that Mayfield was in another courtroom.
Who is that, Mayfield?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna find probable cause. She'll be held on a $5,000 bond. Thank you. How about McKay Pavilion?
Bonded, Judge.
Bonded?
Yes.
How about Jennifer Picks?
Maine.
Ms. Picks violating probation. That's a no bond hold. Thank you. Let's see, Therese Major. Maria Ortega. Major and Ortega.
This Therese Major, Judge.
Major violation of probation, no bond. Thank you. How about Maria Ortega?
All right, Your Honor.
All right.
Okay, Ms. Ortega, you have multiple holds on felonies. Let me see. Count 1, felony hold, no bond. Count 2, felony hold, 100. 3, felony hold, no bond. 4, traffic matter, 500. 5, 6, and 7 are felonies, no bond. 8, aggravated battery. That is a $5,000 bond. Thank you, ma'am. How about Edward Walden, Markendi Montbranch, and Ryan Rengen? Please come forward. All right. Where is Walden? Mr. Walden, count 6, a
Are you
battery.
Walden?
Yeah.
That's 1,000. And I'm going to order you have no contact with Janet Roberts, directly and indirectly. Thank you. How about Markendi Montbranch?
Conti?
All right, you come up.
Montbranch, count 2, a warrant on a traffic matter, 500. Thank you. How about Ryan Wenger?
Maine.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was incarcerated for this court date. That's why I didn't appear in court.
Hold on one moment. No, I got it. I got it. Hold on. March 26th. Hold on.
Bakash.
That's correct. All right. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
How about Ryan Rengen?
Maine.
Mr. Rengen violating probation, no bond. Thank you. How about Jonathan McCosh, Eric Helton, Jermaine Armstrong, and Horace Blue? Please come
Bakash
forward.
at the Maine.
Sir.
McCosh, you have a warrant on a misdemeanor, $500. Thank you. How about Eric Helton?
Are you Helton? He's at North Broward.
He's got medical resale, Your Honor.
We're going to pass it through. It's a misdemeanor, $500 for theft. Thank you. How about Jermaine Armstrong?
There we go.
Sir, a warrant on count 1 and 2. They're both $500. Thank you. How about Horace Blue?
Good morning, Your Honor.
North Broward.
Mr. Blue, count 12
Yes,
through
sir.
16. Forged instrument, 1,000. Possession of a similitude of a driver's license, 1,000. 14 grand theft, 1,000. 15, 16 fraud, 1,000 per count. Thank you. How about
Thank you,
Raul
sir.
Zamora, Leonard Goldberg, and Yovam McCook? Where's Raul Zamora? Violating probation, no bond. And Leonard Goldberg? Leonard Goldberg. Sir, violating probation, 2 counts, both no bond. Thank you. How about Yovam McCook?
North Broward, sir.
Mr. McCook, violating community control, no bond. Thank you. How about David Ferguson? Alvaro Castano Yepes? Roberto Ayala?
This is Ferguson.
David Ferguson, violating probation, no bond. Thank you. How about Alvaro Castano Yepes?
Maine.
Violating probation, no bond. Roberto Ayala?
Maine.
violating probation, no bond. Thank you.
Antoine Payne.
Antoine Payne, Victor Mott, and Joseph Fulop.
Antoine Payne.
Antoine Payne, violating probation, no bond, 2 counts. How about Victor
Okay,
Mott?
Maine.
Sir, violating probation, no bond. Thank you. How about Joseph Fulop?
Maine.
Sir, violating probation, no bond. Thank you.
Jarek.
Missy, Jarek, you
Rocky.
and Zalita?
Rocky.
You gonna come right here? Step right here.
Rocky.
Not yet.
Sir, you're here for 2 counts of violating probation on felonies. I believe we have family members here.
My son is there, that's his father. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Jimmy.
Wait,
Okay, now we
Jimmy.
I know, but I'm gonna let you.
Yeah.
All right. Could I have both of you raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Put your hands down, ma'am. Tell us your name.
Flavia Fuenzalida.
Okay, and how do you know Jarek?
My son.
Okay, thank you. Your name, sir?
Eric Fuenzalida,
You're the father?
father.
Okay. He's got 2 violations of probation here. I'm looking. His judge is Judge Merrigan.
No, just took a bunch of them. What he?
It looks like he did urinalysis and they found marijuana in his urine.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It was, you know,
Or he just left.
he was doing good to the meetings. He was going 2 times a week to the meetings. He was having all the tests every month.
Right.
And then he was with a friend who
Yeah,
had
Rocky
that thing
Mills.
with the smoke, the VAP, and
He was
he
there,
had,
so he just.
he was doing every week, twice a week, and he was clean.
Sure.
And then it happened that just the day before that. Now marijuana is being cleared for everybody, right? I mean, they
Yeah,
have
but
to pay
not-
$100 and that's it, and
Not,
they go.
no, not for people who are on probation.
But he's
Wait.
not a criminal. It was just
All right,
because
ma'am.
of the marijuana.
I understand.
Also.
Okay. He'll see his judge on March 29th at 8:45 in the morning. All right? Do you want me to write that down for you?
Please.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Merci. How about Rocky Blythe, Jimmy DeSillis, and Alberto Perez?
Blythe is president of Maine.
Mr. Blythe, violating probation, count 1-502, a warrant on traffic, 503, a warrant on felony, no bond. Thank you. How about Jimmy DeSillis?
Maine.
Sir, violating probation, no bond. Thank you. How about Alberto Perez?
North Broward.
Sir, violating probation.
Mental health screen.
No bond. I'll order a mental health screen. There you go. Thank you, sir. How about Evans Alcime, Kyle Kosick, and Demetrius Knight?
This is Evans Alcime, Judge.
Alcime violating probation to no bond hold. Thank you. How about Kyle Kosick?
Maine.
Violation of community control, no bond. How about Demetrius Knight?
Maine jail.
Count 1 and 2 are warrants, no bond, felonies. 3 violating probation, no bond. How about Jordan Green, DeJohn Frazier, and Harold Sitzlar?
Mr. Green.
Jordan Green violating probation, no bond. Thank you. How about DeJohn Frazier?
Maine.
Sir, violating probation, no bond. Thank you. Harold Sitzlar. Hi, Mr. Sitzlar.
Hi, sir.
Hi,
How you doing?
I used to be Mr. Sitzlar's attorney several years ago. Before, probably 10 years ago, right, Mr. Sitzlar?
Yes, sir, Mr. Early.
Okay, so you're here on a violation of probation. Would you like me to have another judge advise you you're going to be held no bond? If you want me to do that, I'll get another judge.
Please say no.
I understand, sir.
Okay.
No.
You're gonna be held without bond, Mr. Sitzler. You see your judge on the 29th. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now, okay, we're working on that.
Go out in the hallway, man.
Working on that.
Oh,
Okay.
There's just one case I was hoping we could handle, only because you're more familiar with it.
Well, I don't have the cases.
Well, you can use my paperwork, but we can fill it in. It's Yolanda Calhoun. It says change of charge. If you recall, it was an attempted murder. She ran over one person with the car and struck a second person.
Right.
And the only matter is one of the charges was changed from.
I think Judge Tudor can handle that.
You can pull Ryan, John.
The MOs are right here, all right? I'm gonna break right now. Judge Tudor's coming in, okay? Thank you. We're gonna take a couple-minute break.
I guess at this stand next to him. Can I, because I have to write the order.
Certainly.
Just, this is here, right? Judge.
Judge.
Yes, Judge, we're recalling Foon Luang Hung. Judge, this is an interesting situation, but I think we have come to a resolution with the state attorney's office, and they have no objection. Judge Hurley, we were trying to get a hold of his family members, because we were concerned that he would, if the judge were to release him, that he would be released without on the streets, and due to his age and vulnerable condition, that he would be vulnerable out there. Through the Cantonese interpreter, we were able to contact his son-in-law and daughter. His son-in-law's name is Mr. Chang Shu Khan, and his daughter's name is Mindy Luang. He would be residing at 1302 Northwest 94th Way, Tamarack, Florida, 33321. 7302. I apologize. Northwest 94th Way, Tamarack, Florida, 33321. We're asking the court to sign an order that he only be released to his son-in-law. I will leave a contact number for his son-in-law. And I'll also leave a contact number for his daughter as a secondary number, because she speaks English and Mr. Shukan speaks very little English. But I'm asking if confinement would call them when he's ready to be released, and that he only be released to his son-in-law.
If the court orders that.
And I will memorialize that in the court order.
All right, Mr. Attorney.
I have no objection, Your Honor. The only thing I would ask, and from what the defendant said earlier, might be in his best interest also, is just that an order of no victim contact, just to cover our bases.
The victim here was a relative?
Son.
All right, you can translate for him, sir. Have you been sworn in?
Yes.
All right, sir. Advise him the following. Mr. Leung, under no circumstances are you to have any contact with
I need to talk right now because he can hardly hear me like hearing here. 法官而家俾指示你，因為法官咧就可以釋放你出去，唔使坐監啦嚇。而家法官要俾指示你，要聽清楚法官同你講乜嘢。
a person by the name of Ming Fei Liang.
I'm sorry.
You're not to have any contact with a person by the name of Ming Fei Liang.
你係唔可以同明飛梁明輝係咪你個仔啊？明飛你唔可以同佢接觸，唔可以有接觸啊！唔可以接觸，即係唔可以同佢溝通啊，唔可以傾偈，唔可以打電話。唔係你唔可以同佢接觸啊，唔可以接觸你個仔啊。
All right, sir, translate back what he's saying, please.
I will try my best not to contact him.
Okay.
Because his voice Nicky.
Okay, you can't try your best. I'm ordering you not to. Okay?
你唔可以話盡量唔接觸啊！法官而家叫你判命，即係話咧判咧，你唔準同佢接觸嘅，你唔可以同你個仔接觸啊！唔可以接觸你個仔，唔可以同佢傾偈，唔可以打電話，唔可以見面啊！明唔明白啊？你明唔明白？But he took my stuff.
All right. Then an order on his release. Then have an order.
But he took everything from me and now he controls me.
Okay.
Why don't you just tell him not to talk? You can tell him not to talk. Order him not to talk.
Or hang on.
Just do not contact his son, and then we're...
He's going to be released today. Don't contact your son. We'll work it out in the courts. You're going to be released today. Don't say anything else.
法官話唔使講咁多事情㗎啦，今日咧會釋放你，今日你唔使扣留㗎啦。咁但係你就唔可以同你個仔接觸，就係咁多，明唔明白 ？Okay.
All right.
Okay, very good. Sit quietly there, sir. Thank you for your help, sir. We're going to move to the next case. Next case is Claudia Arbeles. Is that,
North Broward, Judge. North Broward.
thank you, Mr. Miller.
唔需要㗎，法庭會叫我㗎啦。如果要需要嘅話。He's asking for my name and information. Maybe one day he needs me for my assistance.
All right, well, you can write that down and give it to him. But right now, I gotta move him out so I can keep moving with the court, okay?
Okay.
All right, are you Claudia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Morning, ma'am. You're charged with disorderly conduct. Do you have a record, Mr. State Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm showing
There's probable cause in your case, ma'am.
2015, 2 counts of battery, resisting without violence. 2014, a battery on a law enforcement officer and disorderly conduct that may still be open. DUI, second offense, and refusal to submit to DUI testing. 2011. 2012, resisting with violence, battery on a law enforcement officer, and criminal mischief. 2010, possession of alprazolam and lorazepam.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, baby.
Your
Charged
Honor.
with disorderly conduct. There's probable cause to believe you may have committed the offense. Do you have a
Yes,
permanent
Your Honor.
address, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who do you live with?
I live with my dad.
What's your permanent address?
2011 Southwest 101st Avenue,
They're doing an order.
How long you lived in-
Miramar, Florida.
how long you
Your
lived in
Honor,
Broward
all my
County?
case, all my life, Your Honor.
You have the ability to pay a fine, ma'am?
Right now, I don't have any money on me, Your Honor, but all my cases are resolved. I've not been in any trouble whatsoever since January 9th of 2014. All my cases, I have nothing open whatsoever, Your Honor.
All right, well,
And that,
honestly, ma'am, from looking at the police report, you don't need to say anything. It's another situation where if you'd have just done what the police officer told you to do, you wouldn't be sitting here in front of me.
yes, Your Honor, I apologize. I was drinking alcohol.
Get yourself puncture wounds in his eye? I don't know.
Do you have a job, ma'am?
How far to go to?
No, sir, not right now, currently.
Well, my question is, do you have an ability to pay a fine? If I set the fine and resolve your case today, I'll give you 6 months to pay the fine. Are you going to be able to do that, ma'am?
The only thing you gotta do
Just pay a fine, you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
is clear with the
Okay,
clerk.
and
That way
just
they
get
see
released
it.
and then pay my fine, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir, I will pay a fine, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to withhold adjudication on the charge of disorderly conduct in this case. I'm going to fine you $100 plus the court costs. You'll have to pay that over a 6-month period of time. Make sure you pay the fine, ma'am. If you do not pay the fine, you will be rearrested, so make sure you do that, all right?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right, you'll be,
Does that mean I get released today?
assuming you don't
Okay,
have
Your
any
Honor,
other
yes.
charges, you'll be released. I'm going to fine her $100.
Yes, I do not have no other charges.
6 months to pay. $100, 6 months to pay.
Yes.
Court costs. Good luck, ma'am. Here's Mr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bonnie, all good?
North Broward, Judge.
North Broward. All good.
Bonnie, all good.
North Broward, Your Honor.
She may be inclined to resolve her case, but I just trust that she's thinking about it.
Look at my ticker record, Mr. State Attorney.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I can tell you in 2015, out of Orange County, she had a battery on a law enforcement officer, disorderly conduct, trespass. I'm not really sure how this happened, but from what I can see here, she pled out the disorderly conduct and the trespass, but was found mentally unable to proceed on the battery on a law enforcement officer. That might still be open. Other than that, she's had municipal ordinance violations out of Orange County.
Okay, thank you. No violent crimes, anything like that.
I mean, the Bat Leo, but like I said, looks like there's mental health issues on that case.
All right, ma'am. Do you have a permanent address?
No, no.
How long you lived in Broward County?
Maybe like a month or two?
All right, ma'am, I'll give you two choices based on your history here. If you have the ability to pay a fine, I'll withhold adjudication and assess a fine and give you 6 months to pay the fine. If not, I'll set the bond at $25, and you can see the judge and try to resolve this case with the judge next week or the week after. Which would you like to do?
I don't have the money for the fine.
All right, I'll set the bond at $25 then. You'll have to get someone to help you post the bond and see the judge.
Judge, can you order a mental health screen and appoint
Yes.
the public defender's office to represent her?
We'll do both of those. All right, are you on this case?
No, you're
All right, well, hang on. All right, I will do both of those. We're going to appoint the public defender to represent you, ma'am. We're going to order a mental health screen. Good luck. All right, which case do you want, sir?
both on page 11 of the document.
Just give me the name of it.
There's a William Simon and there's a Roger Nelson.
All right, ladies, sit down. Come on up. Next time, no cuts, Mr. McLawrence.
Sorry, Mr. Miller. No, I love you.
Page 11 of the
I don't know where
document.
these other cases go in the thing, but I do have William Simon, and I also have Roger Nelson. Where are they, the main judge?
Judge, this is Mr. Simon. I'll be representing him on count 1.
You're representing him on count 1?
Yes, sir.
Are you representing him on another count?
Judge, on count 2, there's a municipal ordinance matter.
Oh, municipal ordinance.
Right. And Judge, he was actually in custody 2 days ago while this habeas was active. For some reason, I guess everyone missed it and didn't serve him on it. But we were trying to see if we could resolve the MO case, and the public defender was going to request something different on count 1.
All right, let me just check what his record is here. I also have in here a warrant for possession of drug paraphernalia.
That's count 2, Judge.
That's count 2. Okay, so in this case then, he's charged with petty theft. There's probable cause, even though the item was only $12. State Attorney, any record on this gentleman?
Your Honor, looks like out of the state of Oklahoma in 2014, he had drug paraphernalia, defrauding an innkeeper, and possession of a hypodermic needles, drug paraphernalia. He had a possession of marijuana at a Palm Beach 2012, and that's all I see, Judge.
Mr. Simon, do you have a permanent address in the state of Florida?
No, Your Honor.
No?
No, Your Honor.
Do you live in Broward County?
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
24.
Sir, I don't know if you got a drug problem based on this, but if you do, you need to get some services. And there are plenty of people who can help you with that.
Judge, that's kind of where we're heading on count
Judge, that's
1.
what we're going to ask you on count 1.
And your suggestion or your resolution is?
Well, on count 2, Judge, I was going to ask if the court would give him a withhold and take judicial notice of time served. And on count 1, Mr. Miller was going to ask for a pretrial release and some sort of condition that he go to bar. Is that correct, Mr. Miller?
That's correct.
Well, the problem, of course, is he has no permanent address. That causes a problem for pretrial release. Do you have anyone you're staying with, sir, that you could tell us is a permanent address?
Yes, Judge, he's going to tell you now.
301 Southwest 12th Street.
301 Southwest 12th Street.
Apartment B.
Sorry, Matt, what'd you say? Okay, who lives there? Is that a house? Is that a friend? What's located there?
It's my friend's apartment.
Do you live there, sir, with him?
Yes, from time to time.
Your Honor, the court is inclined to release him to the pretrial services. I'm going to actually verify. So, pending verification, we're giving you a opportunity to contact the
Okay, well, I'm willing to do both. I'm willing to put him in pretrial release and a condition that he enroll in BART, but also that this address be verified and that pretrial have an opportunity to know where he is. So if you want to be released, and you don't want to keep getting locked up on various, this one is certainly a silly charge, honestly.
And
You need to comply with the rules. You've got to get some help for yourself, or you're just going to head down a bad path. So I'm going to do that, Mr. State Attorney.
Yeah, Your Honor, if he could just be advised to avoid this in the future. He also has another drug paraphernalia case where he's scheduled for arraignment before Judge Diaz, April 18th at 9 in the morning. So now he knows he has that court date.
All right, did you hear that, sir?
It's
You need to show up in court and answer for these cases.
16-17-00.
I'm going to place you on pretrial release with the condition that you get some help
know,
for yourself. Another condition is you're not going to go back to this Publix at 601 South Andrews where this alleged crime occurred. And you wanted me to do what on count two, sir? You wanted me to do an ROR?
No, Judge, on count 2, we're asking for a withhold judicial notice of time served. On count 1, Judge, I know it's pending verification for a pretrial release, but I also wanted the court to know, and we did just call and verify with Mr. Simon, that if he's unable to get pretrial release, Judge, he wants help. So he's asking if he's unable to get out on pretrial release, that he be placed into the SAP program.
Okay, I'm happy to do all of those, whichever one is satisfactory to everybody in the courtroom.
We're asking the court to do all of those, Judge. In case he's unable to verify his address and is unable to go to pretrial, then he's going to go into the SAP program. One way or the other, we're going to get help for him, Judge.
All right, okay, subject to all of that, I will, you all write the appropriate orders. I will on the count 2, adjudicate that to a withhold adjudication. Is that what you wanted, sir?
Yes.
And time served on that, on the paraphernalia. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Pending verification, that's what I will write. Where you want to write that up here?
My order, I already wrote it here, so you just have to sign off, but on the findings, if you could write.
You mean over here on this one?
I know. It
All right,
takes a
so
while.
Judge, this is Roger Nelson.
all right, thank you. Mr. Nelson, you're charged, and by the way, I did say that for probable cause in Mr. Simon's cases. Mr. Nelson's also charged with a capias.
Yes, Judge. He's on page 11 of the docket as well. Mr. Nelson, just listen. Remember what I told you?
This possession of controlled substance, a capias, will show up in court probably. All right, what do you suggest in this case, sir?
Judge, Mr. Nelson is under the care and supervision of Henderson Mental Health, and he was actually receiving care whenever the notice was sent out. He's asking if the court would be so inclined, he'd plead no contest in exchange for a withhold judicial notice of time served, so he can continue to receive the care that he's getting. And I did speak with him, Judge. I'm comfortable that he understands what's going on.
Mr. State Attorney, anything you want to say?
Well, Your Honor, I'm not involved in this. It's a municipal ordinance. If there's any information, the court, as a friend of the court, I can provide that.
For the municipality.
Yes, Judge. City of Fort Lauderdale.
All right, that's what I'll do then. I will withhold adjudication, sentence him to time served for the capias, possession of cannabis charge, and let him return to mental health center. Is that what you wish? Okay, that's what we'll do.
You're getting released today, Mr. Nelson.
Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, you're going home. You're going home today? Yep. Thank Mr. McMorris.
Christy,
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I'm going to ask the court to call both of these two young ladies. We have an argument. Rosier and Donette, they're in order in the docket. They're co-arrestees, and we're arguing there is no probable cause for their arrest.
Okay. So,
Yes, ma'am, I did that. Anything else? That's it. Okay. All right, I did read these PCs.
But keep in mind that when they were arrested, they were told to leave their purses and wallets in the car where they were arrested. So their story was they're waiting at the car for a friend to show up. The police didn't believe them. There's an unidentified anonymous witness who's saying that they were trying to open car doors. That's not admissible, Judge. In order for the police to arrest someone, they have to observe the conduct on the loitering and prowling, in this case, them standing by their car waiting for their friend, that should dispel anybody's concern. I'd argue there's no probable cause to hold them. These two young ladies are high school seniors. They're on spring break. They start school back up on Monday. I'm asking the court to find no PC and release them, or in the alternative, to release them on their own recognizance. They do have homes. They do have families. And again, they are high school seniors. They are graduating this year.
Okay, where does Ms. Rozier and Ms. Donette live? Are they residents of Broward County?
Yes, Judge. They're both seniors at Deerfield Beach High.
The thing that struck me, Mr. State Attorney, in the PC on Rozier is the police officer's statement at the end. Due to conflicting statements, changing of facts, changing of witness statements, positive identification of the suspects by the witnesses, the stolen clothing, and the defendant's inability to dispel my alarm about the incident. Christie and her co-defendants were arrested for LMP. What says the state about this? There's definitely a lot of conflict in this PC, in this arrest affidavit.
Well, as far as the conflict, I think he's referring to the conflicting statements that the defendants gave, Your Honor. However, Your Honor, frankly, I mean, when I review these cases, I wasn't going to have an objection whether the court found PC and ROR them or the court didn't find PC and ROR them. So whatever pleases the court, frankly. They don't have records, Your Honor.
All right, I don't know what's going on out there in these cases, ma'am. I don't know whether you two did or didn't do what is alleged in these police reports. But you're going to get a break today because I'm going to find no PC in both cases. And I don't know if you're doing any of this stuff that they're saying you're doing here, but if you are, you need to stop now while you're young and have your life ahead of you. I find no PC in both cases. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Jasmine Johnson.
Judge, we've got a special request with regard to Ms. Johnson. We've got some issues that I'd like to bring to the court's attention as we're trying to address Ms. Johnson. We're not arguing probable cause in this case.
All right, she's charged with 2 cases: driving while her license suspended, second offense, and an argument that she violated probation or community control. So therefore, the probable cause in both cases. Mr. Miller.
Okay, so the count 1 is would allegedly be the violation in count 2. Apparently, that's an Orange County case. Ms. Johnson is advising me that she's a nursing student at Broward College and that she actually has midterms today. She's due to graduate in June from Broward College. She also has a 4-year-old child at home who was left with a neighbor. Her parents, her mom and the rest of her family, had to go to the Bahamas to attend a funeral. She was supposed to go there, but this happened and she wasn't able to leave. Judge, I'm going to ask the court to leave the bond in count 1 and not to hold her no bond on count 2 in order to give her an opportunity to finish school. If Orange County wants to violate her probation, that they can certainly do that, but this would give her the opportunity to bond out, to get her child, because there's no one in the family here to take care of her. She's with a neighbor, so she would be able to get the child back, take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. If the warrant issues, she'll be back. She's not going anywhere, Judge. She's trying to become a nurse. And so the bottom line is, Judge, we're asking the court to leave the bond on count 1 and to ROR her on count 2.
Well, I'm sympathetic to her plight, but the PC reveals that, again, this is the driving on a license that has been suspended, her second offense. According to the report, the teletype says she had multiple suspension over the last 2 years, including a seize tag order. She should not be operating a motor vehicle on the roads of the state of Florida, Mr. Miller, if in fact this is true. So that's the
But she's telling me now that her license is ready to be reinstated, that she's paid off all of her tickets. She just has to reinstate her license. My point is, Judge, do we really want to ruin someone's life over driving?
Yeah, we're not running anyone's life, but if you don't have a license, you shouldn't be operating a motor vehicle. You and I both know that.
Agreed, Judge. I'm not arguing that point, but this is a situation where I think the unintended consequences are far too severe.
Maybe. Let me check her record, Mr. Miller.
Thank you, Judge.
Counsel, do you have any record on her?
Your Honor, as an adult, I just have the case. She's on probation for exploitation of an elderly or disabled adult and resisting an officer with violence.
Resisting an officer with violence, how long ago was that?
She was placed on probation 2013 for 5 years out of Orange
So that's
County.
the probation felony that she's under right now.
That's count 2, yes.
What's your permanent address, ma'am?
2735 Northwest 200 Terrace,
What city?
Miami Gardens.
How long you lived there?
2 years now.
And, Mr. Miller indicated you're working. What do you do?
I'm a full-time student.
You're a full-time student.
Yeah, I graduate in May.
Yeah. Do you have family members who can post a bond for you, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. I'm not going to let her on these charges. I will set a bond on count 2. I'm going to set the bond in count 2 at $1,000. The bond in count 1 is $100. The total bonds will be $1,100. Ma'am, a condition of your release, should you be released, is you are not to be operating a motor vehicle on the roads of the state of Florida without a valid driver's license. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Chelsea Barnes. Thank you.
Judge, I would ask for a mental health screen.
Okay.
I did briefly talk to her. If the state has no objection, I would ask the court to keep the bond at $1,000. She does have somebody bonding her out from jail, in the process of bonding her out from jail.
All right, good morning, ma'am. You're charged with 4 cases: possession of cocaine, possession of cannabis, or synthetic drug 3 grams or less, drug paraphernalia charge, and trespass after failing to leave as ordered by a police officer. There's probable cause in all 4 cases. I'm going to order at the request, appoint the public defender, and at his request order a mental health screen. Counsel, that's what you wanted? A mental health screen. In count 1, I'm setting your bond at $1,000. In the other 4 cases, your bonds are 0. Your total bonds are $1,000. You'll have to post those bonds and see the judge. And in the interim, we're going to get a screen on you. So good luck, okay?
Thank you very much, Judge.
Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
Brittany Lefevre. Brittany Lefevre.
Bonded, Judge, bonded.
Bonded, thank you. Raven Reynolds.
Thank you.
Yeah. This one was just here.
All right, anybody at North Broward have Raven Reynolds?
I'm sorry, what's the name, Your Honor?
Raven Reynolds? Reynolds?
You all need to wake up over there in North Broward.
I didn't say that now.
Reynolds, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Reynolds. You're charged with 2 cases, a possession of cocaine charge and a violation of probation or community control. There's probable cause in both cases. In count 1, I set your bond at $1,000. Because you alleged to have violated your probation, there's no bond. You're going to see the judge on 3/29 at 8:30 in the morning. Good luck.
Thank you.
How about Sari Kimmel? Sari Kimmel.
She's in North Broward, Your Honor. She's coming.
Thank you.
Judge, I'm going to ask for a medical screen and a mental health screen.
The drug and mental health.
And I was...
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, ma'am. Hang on just a second. Bring your paperwork.
Okay.
You have a permanent address, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
What city do you live in?
Cooper City.
How long you lived there?
About 22 years.
Yep.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
charged with 4 cases. You're charged with possession of cocaine, possession of Ativan or lorazepam, You're also charged with drug paraphernalia and failure to use sidewalk, which is a traffic offense.
Yep.
There's probable cause in all 4 cases. Mr. State Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Kimmel has been arrested in February and January of this year on felony drug charges. She's been ROR'd each time because, unfortunately, because of issues with the drug lab, the state has not been able to make final decisions on those cases. However, she is currently out on bond on a filed DUI from last year. Your Honor, whether the court revokes that bond or not, it will be up to the court sua sponte. I'm bringing it to the court's attention because at this point I don't believe the standard convenience bonds are appropriate. Ms. Kimmel has obviously has a drug problem that has gotten completely out of control.
What is the, do you have the case number on the DUI bond?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
15-29-150 MU-10A.
MU, would that be a county court case?
It's a county court case, yes, Judge.
Do you know what the bond is in that case?
It was a $500 bond.
If the court is inclined to revoke her bond on the, I'll just ask the court just keep the bonds as they are in this case. I mean,
Well,
whoever.
okay. Okay, first I find probable cause. Second, based on the history given me by the state, this young lady needs some services from the court. So I'm going to order a mental health screen. I'm going to order a drug screen. In count 1, I'm setting the bond at $1,000. In count 2, I'm setting the bond at $1,000. In count 3, the bond is $100. Count 4 is 0 because it's a traffic offense. However, because of her history, in case number 1529150 MU10, I am revoking her bond in that case. And she will have to see the judge on those cases. And if you would write an order so we can get her to see some folks to see if we can get her some health counseling.
Already, they put me in a mental health diversion program I'm supposed to start.
You're already on a mental health diversion program now?
Yes, I'm supposed to start it, I just put in papers.
So you couldn't pay for it?
Well, even if she is, this might have an impact on it, but I'll bring it to my office's attention and they'll look into it.
All right, if not, let's get her over in front of the appropriate judge. All right, good luck to you, man. Counsel, you're in a case?
Good morning, Judge. How are you? Nice to see you. Judge, I'm here for Kevin Hudson. He was arrested yesterday. I was just looking at your docket, though. I don't see he's in drug court. It was a pretrial release violation, and we don't understand why.
Well,
do you remember calling him Kevin Hudson yet?
If he was only arrested on pretrial release warrant violation, he won't come through here.
He won't?
No.
They'll just take him right to the judge?
Well, they'll give him a date and they'll bring him before the judge.
Okay, I'll go up there. All right, thanks. Well, thank you. Have a good day, buddy. Nice
All
to
right.
see you. Cheers.
All right, you too, Counsel. All right, let's see here. I'm on Yolandria Calhoun.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Take Paul Ryan.
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning. You're Miss Calhoun?
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm providing the court with some paperwork. Ms. Calhoun came through previously before Judge Hurley on 2 counts of attempted murder. As you can see, and I'm showing you the findings, Judge Hurley found proof evident and presumption great. Since then, the state has filed charges. We filed 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of aggravated battery that are before the court. So she is now entitled to a bond on the aggravated battery, count 3. I provided the court a copy of the original probable cause affidavit, so you can be aware of the facts before setting a bond.
All right, so we're setting a bond only on count 3.
Yes, Your Honor. I would be asking the court to just, I guess, go along with the previous findings that Judge Hurley made on count 2. No. Count 2 will be no. Well, yes, I believe so.
If the public defender is not on our case, I will appoint the public defender.
45-2038.
All right, there's sufficient and probable cause to believe you may have committed the offense of, what is it, aggravated to battery on the 3rd count?
I'm sorry. Yes, the 3rd count is aggravated battery. FOS.
Aggravated battery.
FOS. You guys are appointed.
And does she have, you said the first 2 counts, Judge Hurley's already,
Count 1 was a separate matter. It was a drug offense. Count 2, the attempted murder, as you can see in the findings, he originally found proof evident or presumption great originally for 2 counts of attempted murder.
so is she being held no bond on that count?
She was being held no bond on both counts.
All right, so on the aggravated battery count, then we're setting a bond. Does she have any record?
One moment, Your Honor. Okay. Count 1, just to let you know, is a possession of PVP. Her other priors: 2014 battery on a law enforcement officer, 2014 possession of cocaine paraphernalia, 2012 she had 2 separate cases of prostitution.
And the state have a recommended range of a bond on count 3.
Your Honor, on count 3, based on the level of violence which is described in the probable cause affidavit, I'd be asking for a $25,000 bond.
All right, ma'am, if I have probable cause in count 3 in your case, and I'm going to set the bond in that case at $40,000. And you were already under a no contact order with respect to William Traynor and Vanessa Stevens. Good luck to you, ma'am.
And she's scheduled for arraignment, I believe, next week.
You're going to see the judge next week, ma'am. Good luck. Let's see, 40,000 was a bond.
Oh, and Your Honor, I believe on count 2, you have to put an order to hold no bond, or they'll end up bringing her back.
Okay. Can you do an order for no bond?
Well, no, on the findings, you just have to you hold no bond. Yes.
And that's on count 2.
Yes.
All right, I indicated no bond with my initials. All right, back to the main jail, I think. How about Alexander Myers?
Judge, we have Mr. Myers here present.
All right, give me 1 second, Mr. Miller.
Nobody on you. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you just check his record for me, Mr. State Attorney?
He has no record, Your Honor, and his driving record is clean also.
Thank you.
Judge, Mr. Myers has been living in South Florida his entire life. He's a graduate of Coral Springs High School. He works at Moe's Southwest Grill. All of his family lives here in South Florida. He does not have money to bond himself out based on his lack of priors, Judge, and his clean driving record. I would ask the court to consider pretrial or ROR.
All right, sir. First off, you're charged with 6 cases. Possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less, DUI or alcohol, first offense, possession of alcohol by a person under age 21, and then several traffic violations, failing to adhere to an emergency vehicle, failing to wear a safety belt, and texting while driving. How old are you, sir? How old are you, sir?
19, Judge. 19, Judge.
All right, sir, I'm going to give you a choice here. I'm going to set a bond on these cases, or I will place you on pretrial release, but you must follow all the conditions of pretrial release, which include random drug testing and screening and everything else that they require as a condition of that release. Which would you like me to do, sir?
Pretrial release, Your Honor.
Correct, sir. You have to comply with all of their conditions. They'll give you instructions as to where to show up. You need to behave yourself while you're on pretrial release and don't get any further trouble. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, sir.
Right probable cause in all 6 cases, place on pretrial release. Sorry.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, this is where you are. You need to make your way there. Just walk between the buildings, get out, go to the right. I can be right. They're going to let you out if you want there and check in. Off you go.
Byron, right? All right, good morning. So you're charged with 2 cases, possession of cannabis, which is a non-serious charge, but you also are charged under a warrant for alleging that you violated your probation or community control. However, Judge McHugh has put ROR on the warrant, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any extensive record?
Your Honor, other than the case he's on probation for, he had a possession of marijuana, a theft, a trespass. That's all I see as far as Broward goes.
Is he in any jeopardy if he resolves his?
Yes, that would. If he were to resolve count one. Oh, well, here's the thing. If he were to resolve count one, that could be considered a violation of his probation.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
All right. Your bond in count one is $100. Count two, it's an ROR. You'll have to post those bonds and see Judge McHugh. Good luck.
Good luck. Here you go.
Harry Gabriels.
Judge President Maine, we need a Spanish interpreter.
We got one.
Who I think just walked in.
You did.
How's that for timing?
You swear, sir, any testimony you give to us today will be a translation from Spanish language to English language.
For a few minutes.
All right, good morning, Mr. Gabriel. You're charged with 3 cases today.
Señor Gabriel, usted está acusado de 3 delitos acá hoy.
Entiendo? No, we can't hear you.
Usted está acusado, usted tiene 3 cargos pendientes acá hoy.
Okay.
You're charged with operating a motor vehicle without a valid license and 2 traffic capiases for the same offenses.
Se le acusa de conducir un vehículo sin licencia válida y tiene 2 órdenes de detención por esa misma ofensa.
You work, sir?
¿Trabaja usted, señor?
Okay.
Sí, yo trabajo.
Yes, I work.
Where?
¿A dónde?
En Deerfield Beach.
¿Otra vez?
Deerfield Beach. What do you do?
Deerfield Beach, ¿a qué se dedica usted?
Trabajo en una cocina de ayudante.
I work in a kitchen as an assistant.
Okay, sir. In isolation, this is not a serious charge, but it's appearing to me that it's 3 separate cases that you were operating a motor vehicle without a driver's license.
Bien, señor, un cargo de estos por sí solo no es muy grave. Sin embargo, usted tiene 3.
So, in counts 2 and 3, your bond is $250.
Así que para el primer y segundo cargo, su fianza será de $250.
And in count 1, I'm increasing your bond to $500.
Para el cargo número 1, estoy aumentando su fianza a $500.
Should you post these bonds?
Si usted paga estas fianzas,
A condition of your release
como condición de su liberación de la cárcel,
is that you do not operate a motor vehicle
usted no deberá operar un vehículo automotor
on the roads of the state of Florida without a valid driver's license.
en las carreteras del estado de Florida sin poseer una licencia válida.
Do you understand?
¿Entiende?
Sí.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yes. Buena suerte, señor.
Get a driver's
Thank you, Judge.
John Renard Hester. I don't know.
Judge, I've got 2 more Spanish.
Thank you, man. Tell me who they are.
Jose Ruiz. Jose Ruiz?
I got Jose Ruiz. These are 2 pages down.
Page 14, Judge.
Yeah, I got him. Thank you. All right, good morning, Mr. Ruiz. You're charged with a capias.
Buenos días, señor Ruiz. Usted tiene un auto de detención
Trespassing.
por irrumpir ilegalmente en una propiedad.
Do you have any record of it? While he's looking, sir, do you work?
¿Usted tiene empleo, señor?
¿Tiene qué?
Empleo.
Yeah.
What do you do, sir?
¿A qué se dedica?
La construcción.
Construction.
You don't have a permanent address?
No tiene dirección permanente usted.
Ahorita no.
Not right now.
Do you have the ability to pay a fine, sir?
¿Tiene la capacidad para pagar una fianza?
Ahorita no tengo.
Not right now.
This is his only case, Judge.
It is?
Yes.
All right, sir, here's what I'm going to do in your case. I'm going to withhold adjudication.
Bueno, señor, voy a hacer lo siguiente en su caso. Voy a emitir un fallo sin condena.
I'm going to sentence you to time served.
Lo voy a sentenciar al tiempo ya servido.
You're going to be released.
Se le va a liberar.
Don't get in any more trouble, okay?
Y no se metan más problemas. ¿Está bien?
And,
Porta. Okay?
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Did he plead? Did he plead? I just didn't want to.
Hang on, sir. Hang on. They'll bring you back.
Señor.
Sir, is that what you want to do in this case?
¿Es eso lo que usted quiere hacer en este caso?
Do you want to plead no contest to the charge of trespassing?
Decir que no disputa el cargo de entrar ilegalmente en una propiedad.
Withhold adjudication.
Para recibir un fallo sin condena.
Sentence you to time served. Do you want to do that?
Que se le sentencie al tiempo ya servido. ¿Quiere hacer eso?
Okay.
Sí o no.
No entendí qué fue.
I didn't understand.
Okay, sir, you have two choices.
Señor, usted tiene dos opciones.
I'm going to set a bond
Puedo o fijar una fianza
of $100.
de $100.
You can post the bond and come back and see the judge.
Puede pagar esa fianza y luego volver ante un juez.
Or on the charge of trespassing, I withhold adjudication.
O para este cargo de entrar ilegalmente a una propiedad puedo emitir fallo sin condena.
Meaning you're not pleading guilty to the charge.
Eso significa que usted no se está declarando culpable al cargo.
Sentence you to time served in the county jail.
Se le acreditaría el tiempo ya servido en la cárcel del condado.
Assuming you have no other charges, you'll be released today.
Y suponiendo que no tenga ningún otro cargo pendiente, lo liberarían hoy mismo.
You wish to do that?
¿Desea hacer eso?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, that'll be the disposition of the case.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney.
And Judge, finally,
Reynard Hester.
I have one more.
Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry, you had one more. Who was it, Dale?
Judge, this is Hernan Horta. He's on page 21 of your docket, please step in.
Horta, he should be in the air.
Judge, I would ask the court to inquire whether Mr. Horta intends to hire private counsel in this case.
I think there was an attorney
Pues
here.
pido a la corte que le pregunte al señor Horta si desea contratar un abogado particular en este caso.
Mr. Horta, did you hire a lawyer?
Señor Horta, ¿tiene intenciones usted de contratar un abogado particular?
Sí.
Yes.
What's the lawyer's name?
¿Cómo se llama su abogado?
Aún no lo sé, mi familia lo está contactando.
I don't know yet. My family is in the process of retaining a lawyer.
Judge.
Oh, he's got a serious charge.
Yes, and I believe there was an attorney here on this case before we informed her that the case hadn't been called yet. I guess she left.
So, do we know the lawyer's name?
Is that Mickey?
I don't think we got her name.
Did he say he didn't know the lawyer's name?
He said his family is in the process of retaining a lawyer. He doesn't know his name yet.
Well, if we knew the lawyer, I'd reset it for the afternoon. If we don't, I got to reset it till tomorrow so we can notify the lawyer, right?
Bueno, si sabemos el nombre
Yeah,
del abogado.
Have a seat, man.
Maybe, and obviously I'm not expecting the interpreter to stay here, but if you want to just put it off to the side, if she comes back this morning, then we can figure out how we're going to proceed.
Well, we'll call back for the interpreter. Or if she comes back, I'll have to set it for the afternoon.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, sir, we're going to recall your case. You need to let everybody know who the lawyer is so we can call the lawyer to be here, okay?
Bien, señor, vamos a postergar su caso para más tarde. Sin embargo, necesitamos saber cuál es el nombre de su abogado para que podamos hacer la audiencia para su caso.
Dile que necesito hablar por teléfono con mi familia para que me diga.
I need to speak to my family on the phone so that they can tell me.
Okay, we'll write an order so he can make a phone call.
Bueno, vamos a emitir un auto ordenando que se le permita hacer una llamada.
Gracias.
And Judge, we're resetting this to 1:30 today, is that correct?
Tentatively, I'll set it at 1:30, but if we don't have the lawyer, then I'm not sure what we'll do, Mr. Miller.
Well, Judge, we can always kick it to tomorrow, this afternoon, if we don't get a lawyer in.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.
We'll put it on for the afternoon, and if we don't get it, get the lawyer, then we'll put it on for the next morning, okay?
Tentativamente vamos a fijarlo para hoy en la tarde, si no, lo ponemos para mañana. Si no sabemos el nombre del abogado.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll recall your case.
Gracias, señor.
Mr. Interpreter, if you would, please tell Mr. Horta that he's going to be back here at 1:30 and that his family should be in courtroom 235 if they're going to come.
Señor Horta, usted debe regresar acá donde está usted en este momento a la 1:30 de esta tarde. Y si su familia lo va a acompañar, ellos tienen que estar en la sala a las 2:35 de la tarde.
No, mi familia no va a poder acompañarme.
My family is not going to be able to accompany me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll recall your case.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. All right, sir, thanks.
1:30, please, yes.
I don't think there's anybody else, no.
That's all I have, Judge.
Thank you, Dale. John Hester?
Oh, what do you mean?
Mr. Hester is president of the Maine.
All right, sir, you have 3 cases,
Have a
failing
seat
to
out there.
register a motor vehicle,
Yeah,
driving
sir.
while your license is suspended, and a case out of the county court. You had an active warrant for possession of cannabis.
It's a drug court case, Judge
Drug
Teller.
court case?
Yes.
All right, sir,
We're back to
in
no
all 3
bond.
cases, there's probable cause. The capias, because it was a drug court case and you were purportedly in drug court, there's no bond on count 3. You're going to have to see the judge in that division. In count 1, the bond is 0. And in count 2, the bond is $100 because it is your first offense. A condition of your release, should you be released, is not to operate a motor vehicle on the roads of the state of Florida unless you have a valid driver's license. You're going to see the judge on April the 5th at 1:30, sir. Good luck. Emmanuel Arias?
Arias, I think, was... Have a seat.
Point seven.
You or him. You have a seat, Mr. Brown. Judge, we missed Mr. Brown.
You missed Mr. Brown?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a Mr. Brown.
Well, we do.
Maybe Lisa, could you check to see if the paperwork in the last case got stuck to...
We're going to ask for it.
Maybe it's a...
I don't have paperwork on Mr. Brown.
We'll hold him here, Judge.
Okay.
All right, the clerk's going to check. We'll see if we can find his... Oh, wait a minute. Here's a Brown at the very end. Frederick Brown?
There you go.
Okay, you sit there, please. Mr. Brown, come on up.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Radford
Yes, sir.
Brown. So you're charged with 2 cases. Count 1's a theft case and count 2's a petty theft case. Give me 1 second. All right, so you're charged with stealing some vitamins at a CVS. Total value is $42. There's probable cause in both cases. What is his situation, Mr.
Judge, I have not had an opportunity to
All right,
speak to
thank
Mr.
you.
Brown if the
Sir,
court
do
wishes
you-
to
do you-
inquire.
Mr. Brown, do you have a permanent address and do you work?
Yes, sir.
What's the answer to both of those?
Yes, and yes.
Where do you work?
I work at BP Electric.
BP Electric, and what do you do there?
I'm an electrician. I do all the roughing for the houses and condos.
How long you work there?
I've been working there for 5 years, on and off,
How long you been living in Broward County?
all my life, sir.
Okay, Mr.
Yes, Judge, he had drug paraphernalia 2013, violated probation, burglary of a structure 2012, violated probation, trafficking MDMA 2001 with a VOP, 3-year state prison.
All right, sir. In count 1, your bond is $100, and in count 2, the bond is 0. You'll have to go through your bonds and see the judge there. We'll stay out of trouble. Emmanuel Arias.
Main Jail Judge.
So you're charged in 2 cases, petty theft and...
It's resisting the recovery of property, resisting against the loss prevention or employee.
Property valued at $212. Here's all right, so there's probable cause in both cases.
Your Honor, all I see 2014 possession of marijuana, 2010, carrying concealed firearm and grand theft of a firearm, violation of probation.
2010.
Yes, Judge.
Do you work, sir?
Yes, sir.
Where?
1-800 Radiator.
And how long you work there?
About 2 months.
2 months?
Yes,
How
sir.
long you lived in Broward County?
13 years.
All right, sir. You have the ability to post a bond then based on your working, correct?
Yes.
All right, count one, your bond is $100. Count two, the bond is $0. You'll have to post those bonds and see the judge, sir. Good luck to you.
Are you interested in resolving this one, Judge?
Well, is this going to cause him any, is he currently under any situation that this is causing him a problem? Mr. State Attorney?
I'm not aware if he's that he's on probation or anything. You can, I mean, certainly the court can inquire.
When's the last time you told me he had any convictions of anything?
His last offense was a misdemeanor possession of marijuana from 2014.
All right, sir. Do you have the ability to pay a fine to resolve these cases?
Can you pay a fine? He'll give you time.
What do you mean? Like
A fine.
I'll get released over?
Yeah, you'll get released. You'll just have to pay a fine over 6 months.
I'll pay it, yes.
Yes, Judge.
All right, in count
Yes,
one
sir.
then, I will withhold adjudication on the charge of petty theft in the first degree. I'm going to fine you $100 plus the court costs. You'll have 6 months to pay those. And in count two, I'm going to, I'll lump those together. In other words, count two will be in withhold adjudication and no fine on that case. The total fines will be $100. And I'll withhold adjudication, as I said. And you'll have 6 months to pay those fines, which will probably be in the neighborhood of $300, including the court costs, sir. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you wish to do?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Stay out of trouble. Good luck to you.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you.
Good job. Down the middle, please.
Cyrus Knighton?
Knighton is president of the main jail, Judge. He is the co-defendant of those two young ladies from Deerfield Beach High that you spoke with earlier.
I found no PC in those other two cases, correct?
Yes, Judge. I did not read the PC in this one, so I'm not prepared to make an argument at this time.
It's essentially the same allegations.
All right, the state's conceding it's essentially the same argument. Sir, I don't know whether you were doing what they claim you were doing here, but what they can't prove it through this arrest affidavit, so I'm going to find no probable cause. You're going to get a break today. Stay out of trouble if you were in trouble. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Good job.
Jaquan Wigley.
Your Honor, where do we have him? Your Honor, he was here yesterday just on count one, and that was going to be reset for this afternoon so he could hire private counsel. I guess whether we go forward or not this morning depends on whether he was able to get private counsel or not.
The answer to that is no. He'll be going through the public defender's office, and we are prepared to go forward at this time.
Your Honor, then if I could, I don't know if you have the warrant affidavit for count one. I could provide the court with a copy if you like.
The notes on here says I have count two and count three affidavits, but not count one.
Here you go, Judge. This is the arrest warrant affidavit for count one.
All right, sir. As I said, I'm appointed public defender. These are serious charges. Do not say anything during the course of this hearing. Let the public defender speak for you. You're charged with 3 cases: robbery with a firearm, robbery with a firearm, and robbery with a firearm. Give me a second, please.
And actually, Your Honor, count 3 should be an attempted robbery firearm.
All right, count 3 is an attempted robbery with a firearm. Give me 1 second, please.
Judge, while you're reading, I'm going to invoke Mr. Wigley's right to remain silent and advise the court that Mr. Wigley does not wish to speak to law enforcement about this or any other issue, and if law enforcement wishes to speak with him, they should first contact his attorney through the public defender's office.
All right, thank you, Mr. Miller. Duly noted. Been to first appearance on any of these cases, or is this his first?
No, Your Honor. This will be his first appearance on all 3 cases.
He said he might have been here because they thought he had a private lawyer. But
He was here on just count 1 yesterday, which was going to be reset to see if he was going to hire a private attorney, but now they charged him with 2 and 3 since then.
Thank you. right, based on the probable cause affidavit, there's probable cause to believe that you may have committed robbery with a firearm in count 1, and in count 2, and in count 3. Does he have any records?
Well, Your Honor, on counts 1 and 2.
I'm sorry, in counts 1 and 2, robbery with a firearm, and count 3, attempted robbery with a firearm.
Yeah, and Your Honor, on counts 1 and 2, the state is going to be seeking to have Mr. Wigley held no bond. Your Honor, these are punishable by life felonies. The state would argue, based on the warrant affidavit on count 1 and the probable cause affidavit on count 2, that there is proof evident or presumption great. Obviously, law enforcement obtained a surveillance video of each robbery. One was committed by the suspect that was in possession of a firearm. I believe the second one, he was in possession of a machete. Your Honor, detectives spoke with his co-defendant, who implicated Mr. Wigley as being the person on the surveillance video committing the robberies. Mr. Wigley was then also identified by his grandmother as the person contained in the video committing, in the first offense as the person committing the robbery. He was identified by his co-defendant in the second robbery committed in Wilton Manors, Your Honor.
Okay, initially on the warrant, Judge Uson set no bond, but now he's before me, and I have two options. One is to set a bond or to find proof evident of the allegations through the PC and set no bond, correct?
That is the state's position, yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Miller.
Judge, the defense position is that you have a third option, and that if you do find proof evident presumption great, you could exercise discretion under the Preston decision and give Mr. Wigley a bond at the court's discretion.
And Your Honor, the only thing I would respond to that is I believe upon a review of Preston, it does not state anywhere in Preston that the court has discretion at a first appearance to set a bond having found proof evident presumption great. And I would point to the current administrative order put in place by Judge Weinstein that now in that case, granted it does state upon finding a probable cause, a defendant on any punishable by life felony, the defendant shall only avenue of relief or bond shall be an Arthur hearing in the assigned division. Now, while the legal burden is proof evident presumption great, I don't believe that changes the intent of the administrative order that Judge Weinstein put in place, which is any further bond matter should be decided in the assigned division.
And Judge, Mr. Linder and I have agreed to disagree on this issue. We believe you have discretion.
Yeah, I think I've heard you all disagree on this before. Okay, because did you tell me whether he had a criminal history?
Your Honor, I can check. Patrice, you don't have any notes by any chance, do you? Your Honor, I can tell you while I'm looking, I do expect additional charges to be coming forward with. I spoke with Detective Hoover yesterday, and it appears Mr. Wigley has been implicated in multiple robberies of 7-Elevens, and as you can already see, 2 more in other cities, Your Honor.
Well, the PC makes reference to the fact that the defendant and co-defendant, quote, were involved in 8 incidents throughout Broward County.
Yes.
Additional charges from these agencies will come forward. That's not before me right now, but it is referenced in the PC.
Yeah, no, I'm just...
All right, because of the serious nature of the charges here, I find proof evident and presumption great of the charges of robbery with a firearm in count 1, robbery and firearm count 2, and attempted robbery with a firearm count 3. In count 1, there's no bond. In count 2, there's no bond. And in count 3, there's no bond.
Your Honor, he is entitled to a bond on count 3.
Excuse me. On count 3, then I'll set the bond at $100,000.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck to you, sir. Have a good day. Swiney Metellus, Metellus.
Could you move Priors for a minute, please?
And he's present at the main, Judge.
All right, sir. Again, these are serious charges. I'll point you out the representation. You don't say anything during the course of the hearing. You're charged in one case with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. Give me 1 second, please. Can you check his record?
Does he have anything?
No priors, Your Honor.
All right, sir, are you employed and do you work, do you live in Broward County, and if so, tell me about that.
Judge, I can answer that. Mr. Metellus has been living here for about 4 years. He lives here with his family. That includes his father, mother, aunts, and uncles. He works at Walmart. He's been there for a year. He also works at Wendy's. He's been there for 2 years. He does not have money to bond himself out at this time. He'll be asking his girlfriend to do that instead.
Yeah, these are pretty serious charges. All right, first off, I find probable cause that you may have committed the offense to which you're charged, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. I order in this case, should you make the bond that I'm going to set, you have no contact whatsoever with a person named Alan Betho Benjamin, who purports to live in Coral Springs, Florida. You cannot contact that person under any circumstances, through third persons or directly. And in this case, then, I set the bond at $25,000 based on the serious nature of the crime. You'll have to post that bond, sir, and see the judge. Good luck. Kidone Viscara. Kidone Viscara. Good morning, sir. You're charged with grand theft auto and driving on a suspended license, first offense. Give me 1 second, please. All right, on the vehicle, it's reported stolen, in possession. There's probable cause in both cases. Does he have any kind of record?
Your Honor, actually, I'm showing his. Your Honor, I'm showing that he has. Not only does he have an open possession of PvP, he actually has a capias, no bond capias for failing to appear in court, issued January 29th by Judge Siegel.
No bond capias? Are they going to serve that on him?
From his pending felony possession of PvP.
So does he have a bond on the PPP?
No, Judge.
Up in court.
Here, I'll just so you can make it part of the record. Judge Siegel set the capias at no bond.
He set no bond on it? Okay.
Yes.
But
it just has, for whatever reason, when they were booking him, I guess they didn't make the connection with it in the system to him.
What's the case number on that?
15-141-03 CF10A. And Your Honor, what I'm going to do, just give you a copy of the order so you can make it part of the.
All right, sir. In the cases before me, now, I'm not magistrating him on this, but I have a capias for no bond, right?
Yes, that's from the pending possession of PvP, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me procedurally what I should do. I'm going to set the bonds in counts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He's not charged with count 3, but I know he has a capias for no bond.
What the court can do, and this is up to however you want to handle it, sua sponte, you can find that this new arrest violated his release conditions on the possession of PvP. You can order him to be held no bond, and he'd be in the same place as if the capias was served on him, that Judge Siegel issued anyways.
Okay. So in the 2 cases that I have before me, in count 1, I'll set the bond at $1,000. On count 2, the bond is 0. However, because there's an allegation that he did not show up in case number 15-14103, no bond in that case.
Yes,
He'll be held without bond, correct?
It's up to, yes.
He's held without bond.
Yes.
I mean, he's got a capias. He didn't show up in court. Judge Siegel issued the order. Okay, that'll be my ruling, sir. You'll have to see Judge Siegel to resolve your case. Good luck to you. Richard Rolandini?
Rolandini's present at the main jail, Judge.
All right, good morning, sir. You have 5 charges today. Grand theft, 300, greater than 300 but less than 5,000, trespassing, allegation of violation of parole, and an allegation of parole violation 2 times, and a misdemeanor capias.
Misdemeanor.
All right, this is a no bond hold on an extradition. Out of,
Judge, you want to go ahead and take care of count 5?
Let me see if I can.
Well, that's fine. Just
I was in prison.
So,
You just did. Wow.
So this is Judge Backman. It doesn't say what the charge is.
it's a trespass, and really the only issue
Oh, it is a trespass.
is when he was released, which it looks like it was February.
So on the trespass charge, if I held adjudication, sent him time served on that, but held him no bond on the other cases, it would resolve one of the cases only, right?
Yes. And it doesn't appear that it would have an effect on his on a pending parole violation.
All right, Mr. Miller, well, then what I would do is, if he's inclined to do it, Mr. Baldini, is on the count 5 only, I would withhold adjudication and send you the time served on the trespassing charge on the underlying habeas for the misdemeanor. On the other charges, other cases, on the grand theft, the bond would be $1,000. The trespassing charge, is that the same charge, do you think, 2 and 5? Are they
Same
different?
thing.
No,
it's the same thing.
it's not.
No.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So I have a new case. I'm not sure, Mr. Miller, that I could resolve all these, so what I'm gonna do is set the bond at $1,000 in count 1. The bond is 0 in count 2. On the 2 parole violations, those are no bond holds, and on the habeas, the bond will be $100. I just don't think I can resolve these, sir. Thank you. Roy Barnes?
Mr. Barnes, I did not get a chance to interview him.
Thank you. Sir, you're charged with some serious cases. I'm going to appoint a public defender for purposes of this hearing, unless you tell me you retain private counsel. Don't say anything during the course of the hearing. You're charged with 8
On the docket, there's 3 counts. I think it should be 1 count of armed burglary, right?
I mean, I guess an argument could be, if I really wanted to push, I can make an argument that he had the knife on him when he went to the other 2 cars. But, Your Honor, I'm going to be fine with just arguing for today's purposes. Just, I'm only going to be seeking a no bond hold on one of the armed burglaries. I think there's PC, but I'm not going to be seeking proof evident or presumption grade on 4 or 5. Yes.
So you're going to seek proof evident on count 3 on the burglary charge, the armed burglary charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Count 4 and 5, if there's PC, you wish me to set a bond.
I'm fine with the court setting a bond on 4 and 5.
What's your argument on the proof evidence?
Your Honor, according to the statements, not only from a victim, from the witnesses, but also an admission from Mr. Barnes, he was armed while committing the burglary, breaking into the car, and then in the course of committing the burglary, trying to flee from the scene. When he was confronted by the witnesses, he took out the 6-inch switchblade and assaulted the witnesses, Your Honor. According to Florida statute, if you're committing a burglary, in the course of committing the burglary, if one arms himself, that's an armed burglary. And in the course is defined as either while committing the offense or in fleeing or attempting to flee from committing the offense, Your Honor. So I believe, legally speaking, the elements are satisfied, and I believe the proof of evidence is satisfied based on the witness statements and Mr. Barnes' own confession.
Well, Mr. Barnes did, according to the PC, confess to various crimes, including the burglaries that were in this PC, the vehicles with intent to commit theft while in possession of a switchblade and burglary tools, according to the PC. Go ahead, sir.
That is, Your Honor, that's my
All
argument.
right, anything anyone else wants to offer in contrary to this, Mr. Miller?
I don't have enough information here, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. All right, first I find probable cause on all 6 cases, and on count 3, I find proof evident and presumption great of the charge of burglarizing a structure or conveyance while being armed based on the confessions and the witness statements. In count 3, there is no bond. In count 2, the bond is $100,000. Excuse me, count 4. Count 5, the bond is $100,000. On the aggravated assault with intent to kill on counts 1 and 2, the bond is $100,000 on each of those. So it's count 3, no bond. Count 4, count 5 is $100,000 each. Possession of burglary tools, the bond is $1,000. Possession of weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon, the bond is $50,000. And the violation of probation or community control, there's no bond. Those will be your bonds in these cases, sir. Good luck to you. Have a good
And,
day.
Your Honor, and just in an abundance of caution, I'd ask for an order of no victim contact.
Yes, sir. Well, obviously, there will be no victim contact here, sir. Under any circumstances, should you make these bonds, you're not to contact a Lindell Thompson or an Adeline Theodore. You cannot contact those individuals under any circumstances. Good luck to you, sir. How about Mark Watson? Sir, you're also charged, oops. All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with 3 cases. Robbery with a firearm or weapon based on a warrant from Judge Bidwell, and 2 out-of-county hold on warrants. Felonies.
Well, just one of them.
3 cases.
Your Honor, on the strong arm robbery, that's on an arrest warrant, and I had the clerk pull the arrest warrant affidavit. You can see what the allegations are. That's on 2 cases, so only one of them applies to this case.
And Judge, it's our position that if an arrest warrant is signed by a judge, we have no recourse. We have no argument to make. Although we can argue for a bond reduction.
Okay, these are from Judge Shear.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be given both. Only one of them is this case, Mark Watson.
Yes. Oh, Judge Bidwell's.
Yeah.
He's already set a bond in this case.
Your Honor, and that is reviewable by the court if you wish. That's why I just wanted to
Thank you. All right,
provide
take
you
a
with the
quick
affidavit.
glance. All right, thank you. I've reviewed the PC. All right, in these cases then, I see no grounds to change Judge Bidwell's bond on count 1. So the bond in count 1 is $3,500. On the 2 out-of-county holds, the bonds are $10,000 each. You'll have to post those bonds and see the judge, sir. Good luck. All right, I'll give you back that. Those with that. You will toss that in. Christopher Arrowwood. All right, so you're charged with some drug cases and also...
There's nobody up, Your Honor.
Sorry.
Okay.
Christopher Arrowwood.
Is that you?
DUI.
Nope. We're getting no answers over here, Judge.
Okay, Arrowwood, anybody know where he might be?
I'm checking that right now. No, I know, but still, it would be nice to know where he is.
I don't see him anywhere else, so...
Your Honor, I'm showing, according to my system, it's saying he should be at Maine.
Main jail?
Uh-oh, damn.
All right,
No, it's not
maybe we
him.
can put him on for 1:30? See if we can find him? Want to do that?
That's all we can do.
All right, Madam Clerk, we can put him on for 1:30, see if they can find him.
Excuse me, Your Honor. He's in the holding cell. I'll grab him now.
All right, thank you. Well, while they're getting him, how about Hampieth Hemans? Is that you, Mr. Hemans?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with petty theft, second degree, and a third and subsequent offense. All right, this occurred at a Walmart, $184. There's probable cause to believe you may have committed the offense. His prior record is what, Mr. Stater?
He pled out a theft March 8th of this year. Looks like he was arrested about a month ago on a felony offense that has not been filed yet. Last year, felony theft, he got 120 days. Grand theft 2010, a year and a...
All right, sir, in this case, your bond is $750. You'll have to see the judge based on the history. Thank you.
And Judge, can we get an order putting him in the SAP program, please?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Judge. And we found Arrowwood.
All right. You found Arrowwood, thank you.
Are you hiring a body for this?
All right, Mr. Arrowwood, you haven't hired a lawyer, so I'm going to appoint the public defender. You don't have a private lawyer, Mr. Arrowwood?
Judge, he does have a lawyer on count 3, but not on count 1. He indicated to me that he's not going to hire a private counsel on count 1.
All right, well, count 3 is a no bond on DUI.
And Judge, I didn't speak to him, so if you want to inquire.
All right, sir, do you work?
Not right now.
How long you lived in Broward County?
20.
How long?
About 7
Take a
years.
guess.
7 years.
All right. Do you have a permanent address?
Yes.
Who do you live there with?
My friend Tony.
Well, my this attachment, Master State Attorney.
Yes, sir.
On the count 3 has Coleman Parker Davis, and the guy before me is Christopher Shane.
Your Honor, it appears that's an alias he's used. If you look at the booking sheet, but the
Oh, yeah,
the BCCN matches up, which is based on his fingerprints.
I see that, okay. Sir, did you ever live at 1030 Northeast 7th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale?
No.
Huh?
No.
I'm gonna check in PSO.
All right, and there's probable cause on all 3 cases. In count 1, I'm setting your bond at $1,000. Count 2, the bond is 0. I'm going to set a bond on this capias because I'm suspicious that you might not have received notice of this at that address. And the judge set a no bond on that, so I'm going to set a bond. So you're going to have to post a bond on the DUI case, sir. So in count 3, I'll set the bond at $500. So you're going to have to post these bonds and see the judge. This capias out of the county court for this DUI is, looks like 2013. But the stamp is 2016. I can't tell what the date that is. Case number 13231. That would be a case 13, year 13 case.
Yeah, but this all came from, Your Honor. He was placed on probation, and apparently he did not appear at a probation hearing, a status conference at a probation hearing February 22nd.
All right,
of this
sir,
year.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. This is an older case. You need to go to court and answer for these charges if you're able to post these bonds, sir. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting in the county jail. Your status here is 331 at 10 a.m. All right? Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck. Down the middle, out the door.
Boone?
Lamarcus Boone?
President at the main jail.
I've got some juveniles on him, too.
Yeah, those are just court orders.
Right. So you're charged with 5 cases. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. One of the cases is fairly serious. Battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting or obstructing without violence, giving a false ID to the law enforcement officer, 2 court orders out of juvenile, and a grand theft charge. Hang on 1 second, please. How old are you, sir? 19.
Judge, he's 19 years resident of South Florida. He went to Boyd Anderson High School. He lives with his mother, brothers, and sisters. Oh, no. He has family here, his mother, brother, and sister. He has worked at a lawn service with his uncle since he was a younger man, and he is at this time a registered voter.
And,
It says here, Mr. State Attorney, he also has an active warrant for burglary of a conveyance, unoccupied, and petty theft. Warrant issued 11/2/15.
Your Honor, what's going on with that on count 4? The reason count 4 is no bond from Judge Raballo is I'm looking on his DJJ info, and he's considered to have absconded
Right, I see
on the
that.
burglary conveyance
Never
case.
came back and answered for those cases.
I can tell you without going into specific detail at this point, I can tell you, if you want to go sidebar, I can tell you prior juveniles, he has even more serious priors.
Okay, I'm gonna set the bonds, and I'm gonna hold him no bond under Judge Orlando, did you say it?
Judge Raballo,
Judge Rabolo's no bond holds on the juveniles. He's gonna have to go back to juvenile court and resolve those cases.
yes.
All right, well, I'm not gonna disturb the absconding orders by the juvenile court judge for sure. All right, on the battery of a law enforcement officer, I'm setting the bond at $5,000. On the resisting without obstruction, I set the bond at $500. False ID, I set the bond at 0. On the 2 court orders from Judge Rabolo, there's no bond. You're gonna have to see Judge Rabolo to resolve those criminal cases. And on the grand theft case, how did that bond get set so high?
It has to do with it's the amount allegedly stolen, Your Honor. I believe, because it says it's a second-degree felony, grand theft between $20,000 and $100,000.
But it doesn't say in the PC.
Well, that's just the warrant. That's not the affidavit.
Oh, wait a minute, okay, there's more to this thing.
Well, I don't think we have the affidavit. We could get it pulled.
I just think the bond on the count 3 is
Your Honor,
high.
Your Honor, if possible, and I don't know if the judge is aware, could we go sidebar? I would like to advise the court of his juvenile priors, but I don't want to broadcast them over the internet.
Okay, this bond of $20,000 was already set under the arrest warrant
Yes.
issued by the division judge. I'm not disturbing that. The bond on count 5 is $20,000. All right, those will be your bonds, sir. You'll have to see the judge. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Matthew Gonzalez. Petty theft, second degree. Any record on this gentleman?
One moment, Your Honor.
So you're charged with shoplifting at a sports authority. There's probable cause. Merchandise is $104 and was recovered.
Your Honor, as far as Broward, I'm showing Grand Theft Auto 2003 with a VOP, a year and a day state prison. 2003, Grand Theft, possession of cocaine, violation of probation, year and a day state prison.
All right, sir, do you want to resolve this case today?
It's a felony, Your Honor.
Oh, this is a felony?
It's a third or subsequent.
Third or subsequent offense. Okay. Your bond in this case then is $750, sir. You'll have to post the bond, see the judge. Good luck.
Thank you.
Dion Buchanan. Sir, you charged, whoops. Sir, you're charged with attempting to pass a forged or altered check of $900 at a local bank. There's probable cause in your case. I'm going to set your bond at the amount of the check, which is $900. You'll have to post that bond, and see the judge, sir. Good luck. Byron Poindexter.
Main jail, we need a photo order for Mr. Poindexter, please.
All right, you right on. Mr. Poindexter will sign the bond. So you're charged with grand theft at a Home Depot in Coconut Creek. The number of power tools. There's probable cause in the case. Total value is $427. Defendant claimed to be in pain from a prior injury and was taken to Northwest Medical Center to be cleared. All right, any prior history on him, sir?
Your Honor, he had a theft last year in Dade County. Your Honor, I'm also showing in my NCIC hot file alert, Mr. Poindexter is a registered gang member out of the state of Texas.
All right, your bond is $1,000, sir. You'll have to post those bonds to see the judge. Good luck. Terrell Robinson.
That's it?
Good morning, sir. Terrell Robinson.
Judge, I did not get a chance to speak to Mr. Robinson.
Thank you. Mr. Robinson, tell me whether you have a permanent address, how long you've lived in Broward County, and whether you're working, sir.
Yes, sir. I do have a permanent address. I stay with my mom. Address is 3751 Northwest 41st Street, Lauderdale Lake, Florida.
And do you work?
Part-time, 7th floor.
All right, you're charged with three cases here: burglary, an unoccupied dwelling, grand theft with property damage of greater than $1,000, and dealing in stolen property. Based on the probable cause affidavit, there's probable cause to believe you may have committed one or all of the offenses to which you're charged. On the property damage bond, is that a convenience bond?
That's a convenience bond, Judge. Frankly, if I may, we don't get that charge a lot.
What does he have any prior?
I think grand theft and property damage. He has no record, Your Honor.
It's positive identification according to the PC.
The
All right.
case is going on.
Put them off.
Hey,
Total property only $700.
I fixed it.
All right, sir. What I'm going to do there, on the burglary charge, I'm setting the bond at $1,500. On the grand theft with property damage charge, I'm reducing that bond to $1,000. And the dealing in stolen property, because of the value items involved, and no prior record, I'm setting that bond at $1,000. That means your total bonds are $3,500. You're going to have to post those bonds and see the judge, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. Loud?
Kirk Loud?
Judge, I spoke with Mr. Loud this morning. He indicated he's going to hire Deborah Carpenter Toy to represent him. He asked to be allowed to, if the case could recall in case she shows up, and reset if she's not here by the end of the docket.
Deborah Carpenter? Is that who you want to hire, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll reset your case till 1:30. See if you can get somebody to get a hold of lawyer Carpenter and have her here, and we'll see if we'll pick your case up at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge. We'll see you after lunch.
Christopher Vida?
Veda.
Veda, sorry.
I don't know, Judge. No one's answering. Page 24. Christopher Vida. Medical reset, Judge.
Reset, thank you.
James Young.
So you charged with 2 cases.
Go get me. Got money in the bank.
Possession of heroin and trespassing. Valtox positive on the heroin. There's probable cause in both cases. Count 1, I set your bond at $1,000. Count 2, the bond is 0. Post those bonds and see the judge. Good luck.
Judge, would the court reconsider pretrial release with a drug rehab component?
What kind of record is it?
Nothing in Broward. This is Young, right? Nothing in Broward County, Your Honor.
It's not?
2014, he had a grand theft, failed to repair during the penalty.
You work, sir?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Light Bulbs Unlimited. I'm an electrician.
All right, sir. Due to the lack of criminal history, I'm going to place you on pretrial release, but you have to comply with all their conditions, which include drug screens and drug tests. Are you going to be able to do that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll place you on pretrial release. Make sure you keep in touch with him. Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck. Barfield.
Arizona Barfield.
Barfield. Here we go, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Barfield. You have 2 cases, possession of cannabis and also an allegation of violating probation or community control. Possession of cannabis is probable cause. Unfortunately, on the VOP, sir, there's no bond. Count one, the bond is $100. Count two, on the VOP, no bond. You'll see the judge 4-4 at 8:30, sir. Good luck.
Very good. 4-4.
Kelton Florence. Kelton Florence.
Sir, good morning. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, Mr. Florence would ask
today. You're charged with possession of Xanax, possession of cannabis, driving while your license was suspended, first offense, failure to wear a seatbelt. It can't be a settlement.
Go ahead.
You're charged with operating without a valid driver's license. Do you have a permanent address, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is it?
1248 Northeast 111th Street.
Yep, that's where this notice was sent to, and you didn't show up in court on the KPS.
But the thing is, that's my.
Stand up straight. You're fine. Judge, he was telling me earlier that he thinks he was. You mind? Can I do this?
Sorry.
He thinks he resolved this case already. And then and I'm speaking of count 5, and if not, he's wondering if the court would go ahead and allow him to resolve count 5 so we can get that out of the way. He's not, and then he'll deal with counts 1 through 4 as they come up.
Do you work, sir? And can you look up his record?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can speak normally. You don't have to bend down. Where do you work?
Oh, I work at Big Lots and Pines warehousing. I missed work today.
Well, that's obvious.
Yes.
Does he have a record?
Your Honor, he 2013 possession of marijuana, 2012 possession of marijuana with intent to sell or deliver. I also checked on count 5; it has not been resolved.
I mean,
Do you want to resolve it?
Just hang on.
Okay.
How many jobs anybody?
These charges. But look at count 3's charge with driving while license suspended. This apparently rises out of this incident. So one of those should be a second offense because.
Oh, Your Honor, that's just language as part of the data entry. It's not necessarily. Someone can get charged with a DWS where it's like their 4th or 5th offense, and they may say first offense.
No, driving while license suspended, first offense.
No, actually, that's what it says on the booking sheet.
Well, does he have 2 of those, or is this capious and that the same charge? Do we know?
Well, no,
Operating
it's.
without a valid license.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's a different case number. Any idea, Madam Clerk?
Yeah, no, count 5 and count 3 are different, if that's what you're
Then
asking.
count 3 should probably be a second offense, driving while license suspended, because count 5.
Yeah,
Operating without a valid license, same charge.
It actually,
I take that
no,
back,
it's.
you're right. 5 is license suspended, and 6,
No.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Somewhere in the interim, he had a license.
5's an operating without, 6 is suspended, and
I am leery, Mr. Miller, to resolve his cases in light of his driving issues because I don't know whether he has a valid license, and he may not end up with one, depending on what I did on any kind of a plea. So what I will do is I will reduce some of these bonds in light of the fact that he is working. He does not have a substantial criminal record. He's just going to have to post the bonds and see the judge. On count 1, I'll reduce the bond to $500. On the possession of cannabis, the bond will be 0. Driving while license suspended, the bond is going to be $100. Failure to wear a seatbelt, 0. On the capious, I'll also reduce that to $100. Your total bonds in are going to be $700. Sir, if you do not have a valid driver's license, you should not be operating a motor vehicle on the roads of the state of Florida. Do you understand?
Do you understand not to drive?
All right, I have a status here on his cases on
yes, I understand.
3:30 at 9 a.m. Okay? Clifton Dyer.
And Judge, he's present at the main. I did not speak with him.
All right, sir. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you for purposes here. Don't say anything. You're charged with distribution of cocaine. And you're also charged with a writ of arrest, probably for the also cocaine.
Gregory Thomas?
All right, sir. Yeah, on the distribution case, there's probable cause to believe you may have committed that offense. On the writ of arrest, that's probably a child support, so there's probable cause on that. Mr. State Attorney, can you tell me if he has any record?
Yes, Your Honor.
Child support case is $350.
Is anything else? Your Honor, the only thing
Judge, Mr. Dyer is wondering if the court would consider pretrial for him.
No. Your Honor, all I see is a DUI out of Broward in 2007.
Okay, well, this is a serious charge on the distribution, so I'll leave the bond where it is, based on the no criminal history. The bond in count one's $2,500. The child support warrant is $350. You'll have to post those bonds and see the judge, sir. Good luck. Claiborne Chrisman. Retail theft. He posted bond, thank you. Oh, wait a minute, there he is. All right, Mr. Chrisman, someone telling me in the courtroom that someone posted your bond, so you're going to be released shortly, sir. All right, good luck. Forrest Freeman. Good morning, Mr. Freeman. You're charged with 5 cases. Retail theft at multiple locations. Grand theft, $300 up to $5,000. Petty theft in the first degree. Grand theft, 2 cases, greater than 300 but less than 5,000. Arise out of some alleged crimes at a Target. Total losses were $529. Count 1, there's probable cause. Count 2, the value was $559, there's probable cause. Count 3, the value was $275.98, probable cause. Count 4, $349, probable cause. And count 5, $199. And also some hard drives at $399. There's probable cause in all 5 cases.
One moment, Your Honor. You can tell the judge if you see it.
2002 DUI, Your Honor, out of Palm Beach. And the priors.
Okay. All right, sir. Do you work?
Yes, sir.
Where?
I have a window washing business and I work on food trucks.
You don't have an extensive history, sir, but these are remotely serious charges just because you're charged with so many different cases. So what I'm going to do,
I understand.
Hang on, sir. What I'm going to do is, on the last 2 grand theft cases, because of the amount in controversy, I'm reducing those 2 bonds to $500. However, in count 1, the bond is $1,000. Count 2, the bond is $1,000. Count 3, the bond is $100. And count 4 and 5, it's $500 each. You're going to have to post those bonds and see the judge, sir. Good luck to you. Excuse me, Mr. Miller? Mr. Miller?
Yes, Judge.
Sir, a condition of your bonds, should you make these bonds, is you're not permitted to go back to the Target located at 3599 West Hillsborough Boulevard. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, Greg Thompson's the last case I have. Oh, he bonded? All right, I'm informed he bonded. Mr. Miller, you have other people there. Am I missing some cases? Maybe?
Well, I guess we put Horta on, I guess, recall to see if the attorney came back. I guess we'll have to put it on for the afternoon.
Which case?
Horta, the trafficking with the attorney.
I
Yeah,
have these cases, Madam Clerk. Where did they come from?
Those are the
MOs.
Your Honor, McDowell is showing
Judge, want to bring the rest of these guys back this afternoon?
All right, Mr. Sherwood? Can you come up? All right.
Hi, how you doing, Your Honor?
Indicating that you're charged with other offenses, sir. Go ahead.
Case number 14-7557, Scott Penny. Defendant has been on pretrial and has violated his pretrial different occasions. So we're going to ask his pretrial status to be
All right, sir. Based on these new violations, I am revoking your pretrial status, and you are going to have to see Judge Merrigan. Am I saying it wrong?
When do I get to see him?
I can get you a PC. Do you want a PC?
All right, sir, I'm revoking your pretrial status.
Judge, would the court go ahead and appoint Mr. Shate to represent him on count 2, please?
Yes, I will. But that's on the PC, that's a new charge. I'm on the pretrial release of his other charges.
Who's your attorney now?
You're right.
John Weeks.
Yes, all right, I appoint Mr. Shea. I'm signing the order here. What's today, 24th, maybe?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, in count 1 on the burglary charge, then I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. On count 2, on the grand theft charge, the bond will be set at $1,000. And on count 3, the possession of burglary tools, the bond will be set at $1,000. Those will be your new bonds, sir, as a result of you no longer qualifying for pretrial release. Good luck to you. Thank you. Any other cases?
Judge, I only see 2 counts for Mr. Sherwood.
No, sir, we were on his pretrial release on his other cases. Let me see those.
Oh, I see. So you revoked pretrial and gave him back a bond.
I gave him bonds in the 3 cases that he was on pretrial release for.
Understood. Thank you, Judge. I misunderstood
Now,
what
I
was going
do
on.
have him before me also on this new case while he's there, resisting or obstructing without violence, and a municipal ordinance. I've appointed Mr. Shea to represent him on the MO case. So what should we do? Get him here to see if we can resolve these cases later today? Is that lawyer coming today? Do we know? Somebody help me here.
He's usually here this afternoon.
What should I do with this case?
What do you think is best? I wouldn't resolve it.
Well, I'll set his case at 1:30, and we'll see if the lawyer shows up to see if we can help resolve that. If he doesn't, we'll see what we do at 1:30, okay? I'm going to bring you back at 1:30, sir, and appoint a lawyer to represent you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Very respectful. Thank you. How about any of these other 3 cases, Dale? Do we have, I don't know why I have 3 more
I think
cases.
they're both municipal ordinance cases, Judge.
Well, I have,
That's right. We got Lopez Victoria, page 11.
Oh, these are all Mr.
And we
Schaefer?
have
Yes.
Oh, no wonder, okay. Is there
Corey
anybody else
Butler on
there,
page
Mr.
10.
Miller, that we haven't dealt with?
No, just the MOs, Judge.
The MO, so those are going to be set at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to bring them back at 1:30. All right,
Judge,
I'm done up
pleasure
here
to see
then,
you
right?
again.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Reedy will be covering for me this afternoon.
What time are we starting afternoon?
1:30.
1:30, Judge.
All right, we'll see y'all then. Have a good lunch.
Just so you know. The judge, the doc usually gets here at about